I figured that out, I started to speak out. Because you know what? It's not enough for me to be collecting all this guap and ain't gonna drop a couple of Jews to let my niggas know what's up.
Criminals set the colony. You hate me because I'm speaking the truth. You try to silence me.
I believe in my God and in my gun. And you say, well, you don't really believe in God if you believe in the gun. I believe in God and my gun.
What do you want to start with first? You know, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna bounce off of each other like a regular phone conversation. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we're gonna get it. Yeah.
So let's start here.
Mm-hmm.
I was convicted in Nassau County in Long Island in New York, criminally liable for another person. I was a kid by definition. I was a dependent of my mother at the time, right? And the person that I got criminally liable convicted for had gotten away. He had evaded hundreds of cops, canine, and helicopters. It had this huge manhunt out for him because he decided that he was going to go out into a wealthy white neighborhood, a wealthy all-white neighborhood, and jump into somebody's kitchen through their garage. So what he did was he jumped in through their garage. He got in through the window through the garage, which led him to the kitchen. Once he got into the kitchen, there was a person wallet. He took the person wallet and ran out, right? So what we talking about is one of the most coward crimes that we could be talking about. I'm going to just put that aside right there. That's number one. Like, I'm talking from a point of where I'm spending 4 years in Bedford Hills Correctional Facility, a maximum correctional facility where the minimum time that any woman is serving is 7 years. The maximum is life without parole. So when I learn what other people is in there for, I'm like, man, don't worry about what I'm in here for. That's not even relevant. I spent my whole bid that way. You know what I'm saying? Because the idea that I'm learning about what everybody else is here for and how much time they got is just kind of bizarre to me. So let me focus on my peers. That's what I focused on, right? So my thing is, there was a personal wallet stolen. For a fact, it was stolen. For a fact, I wasn't there at the scene of the crime, right? So I'm going out with a friend who's telling me he about to stop at his sister's house. He stops at his sister's house, but I'm like, yo, he stops at an area that's like maybe like a block or two away, right? And it's like, yo, I'm about to go into the house and pick something up. Come right back. So I'm waiting for him on the motorcycle. The weird area is wooded on one side. It's like this huge big house under construction on the other side. And it's pitch black. It's dark. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just a weird situation. So the long story short is, by the time he come back, like 15, 20 minutes later, come back like nothing, regular. We about to go on the way to his crib. About 15 minutes later, all I know is I just remember seeing sirens, headlights, like no other indication that there was a crime that had been committed, right? So there's a high-speed motorcycle chase. All of a sudden, as soon as I see the lights, is a high-speed motorcycle chase. So we going like $120, $150 in the pitch black dark into a cul-de-sac area. So the motorcycle, as it's going 120, is at a high-speed motorcycle chase. It cannot go and maintain that speed going through a cul-de-sac. So a cul-de-sac is set up like a circle, right? Yeah. So the bike, imagine a car or a bike going in a circle, right? And so the bike now wipes out. I'm the passenger of the bike. I'm not controlling this bike. The victim of the residence never saw me. She never heard a motorcycle. Everybody knows motorcycles is loud. I don't have nothing to do with this crime. I don't have nothing to do with this burglary at all. That's the facts of the case. That's 9 appeals worth of facts of case. Like, this is no cap. You understand what I'm saying? I had a weapon on me. I had unlawfully possessed a weapon. So that's what I was guilty of. And that's what I was willing to plead guilty of from day one. But what happened is he ends up evading 100 cops. He ends up evading helicopters and K9 unit. So now this is a manhunt for a nigga that we ain't even fucking get. And then, bitch, you think you about to sit here and be quiet and not tell us who the fuck he is? There's not a female cop in sight. Forget what race they are. There's not one female cop in sight. I'm being searched by a white man. I'm surrounded in the dark, not knowing half of what's going on. I'm surrounded in the dark in a wooded area that I don't even fucking know out in Long Island. Surrounded by 100 cops that's sitting there designing the scene, how they want to design the scene. But I'm so young, I see them design the scene, but I don't know what's anything until I actually go through this whole entire process, right? Because there's gonna be a trial. 98% of the United States citizens or United States, anybody that's up in here, they don't go to trial. That's the track record. That's the statistics of this country. And if that's the statistics of this country, I need you to know that right here in lovely New York, in Long Island, where the statistics are different in the city, in Long Island, is 99% people do not go to trial. Why? Because they know they're gonna lose. You telling me I'm not old enough to drink alcohol or smoke cigarettes, but I'm old enough to face 5 to 25 years, not to life, but 25 years. And then you sitting here telling me if I blow trial because I don't want to, quote unquote, give somebody up. This is the language that's written in my records that was typed up by a stenographer. Like, you know, I'm talking from facts right now. Mm. So because where I come in right now, where I'm making myself visible, where I'm putting myself out there, that's because what happened to me is happening all across this country. And once I figured that out, I started to speak out. Because you know what? It's not enough for me to be collecting all this guap and ain't gonna drop a couple of Jews to let my niggas know what's up. Like this is what it is. Like this is where I come from. I try to change my life over 100%. I changed my life over. Still change my life over. What that mean? I'm not who I am. What that mean? I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say. What that mean? My experience, not my experience. What that mean? We gonna continue to pretend for this bag that we talk about. We gonna continue to pretend that this is not a continuation of slavery. We're going to continue to dismiss the work of Malcolm X, Martin Luther, Rosa Parks. Can I keep going? Angela Davis is still alive, by the way.
Yeah. They insured the ships, they paid for the whips, they funded the expeditions, they paid for the trips, and they talk about genocide, they funded our Holocaust, they screaming out Mazel Tov from throwing the Molotov. Hit you in your noggin, now your yarmulke falling off. It's Yahweh or the highway, you'll be dead when the shotty spark. When the shots hit your chest, it'll burn like Bacardi Dark. Return of the Falasha, kill the white Jew imposter. Because you lack the matzah to deal with my people proper. Now you gon' have to deal with this bleeping shotgun, the slumlord. The moment you see me, you know you done for. You even see my face on your TV, you better run for it. The evil Hebrew, unequal, you claim to be the chosen people. The wrath of God come to see you. No respect for Israel, you criminals set the colony. You hate me cause I'm speaking the truth. You try to silence me.
I believe in my God and in my gun. And you say, well, you don't really believe in God. If you believe in the gun, I believe in God and my gun.
Hate me cause I'm speaking the truth. You try to silence me.
I believe in my God and in my gun. And you say, well, you don't really believe in God. If you believe in the gun, I believe in God and my gun. And I pray that He will bless you. When it's time